Good evening, people. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. How's everybody doing? Like, subscribe, and share. It's Yak, Chi-Town's finest. Man, we about to start getting this channel up and rolling, man. About to start giving the people some content. You know what I mean? About to start sending some content out here, man. I've been trying to get myself on a schedule where I can start doing some videos, because I do have a full-time job. So I work 50, 60 hours a week. So I'm trying to just fit it in where I can have a little time where I got an hour or so in the evenings, you know what I mean, to play around with it, try and put some good content together, because I got some good stories to tell. Excuse me. I do got some good stories to tell. And you know what I mean, I have a good ear for a lot of stuff that's come, you know what I mean, a lot of stuff people be talking about. So we're gonna get it started. Today I've been last couple of days, matter of fact, I've been seeing a lot of people touching on Cassanova 2 times. His situation. I know everybody's saying what's going on with that. So I'm my take on that. You hear a lot of people like, man, Cass is gonna snitch. Cass is gonna snitch. Cause you know what I mean? When he went on the Breakfast Club, he did put it out there in his own words, but pretty much was saying like, you know, once you become a millionaire, when they hit your ass with that RICO charge, you tell it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what he said. You know what I mean? But that was you in the middle of, you know, that was coming off of that 6ix9ine conversation, and you know, that was him just, man, up there with Charlemagne, them feeding them set up questions and all of that. You know what I mean? It's a combination of stuff. You know what I mean? Him trying to live up to the image that he done already put out there to the people. He in New York, you know what I mean? He home. It's a lot of stuff that us brothers have to go through when we reach a certain level of so-called success, especially in that entertainment world. You know what I mean? We have a facade, this image that gets attached to us that we are forced to like try to live up to, man. And that shit is unhealthy, man, to be honest, man. It's a lot of pressure that's put on a lot of brothers, you know what I mean? A lot of us fail. You know what I mean? A lot of us fail trying to live up to that shit too. So you know what I mean? A lot of people questioning if he gonna stand sturdy, you know what I mean, or if he gonna tell, you know, and it's like, man, but that shouldn't really be the topic of discussion. We should be talking to these youngsters, letting them know, look at this situation here. We should be asking, is he gonna rat? We should be telling them, don't put yourself in a situation at all talking about all this gang, where you might even have to decide, will you rat or will you not rat in the first place? That's what we need to be pushing to these young kids anyway, that it's cool to not have to join in a damn gang. You understand what I'm saying? It's cool to go on and go to school and get a degree. That it's cool to just graduate and get a job and work your way up. And them ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? We always pushed it was something soft to be just putting your head down and you know what I mean, being the working man. The working man always like something that was a bad tag in the black community for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is so wrong. You know, but we're trying to change that narrative. You know what I mean? So that's what we need to be pushing. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say if Cass is going to stand firm. I'm not here to judge if he's guilty or innocent. I'm here to say, like, man, we need to be steering these shorties, man, in a different direction. We need to be making them aware that, man, pay attention to what's going on around you, especially like on this East Coast. These East Coast gang members need to realize they snatching these dudes up by the boatloads. You understand what I'm saying? They snatching them up by like the boatloads monthly, every other month. It's sweeps. So it's like the spotlight is on these dudes. So that this shit need to be aware. Y'all need to be paying attention. They're using stuff he said, pictures he's taken, audio videos. You understand what I'm saying? It's like phone usage. They using all the things he's was accessible to on a daily against him. So that means you need to be paying attention to everything you're doing, man. On this internet, all the energy that you're putting out, all the shit you're saying to these other dudes, these little viral threats you be sending out. You know what I mean? These little verbal wars you be having with these other dudes and these other rappers. You understand what I'm saying? The bragging, telling everybody what you're doing and how you're doing it. Man, they're using your words against you now. So we need to be making people aware of this, making these kids pay attention to what you say out of your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And that should apply that applies to so much. What you say out your mouth, you better be ready to stand on. You have to be willing to stand on what you say out of your mouth. And that's universal law. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, when you're playing in that playing field, you know the rules of the rules that's on the board. You know what I mean? You know the rules that's on the board. And when I realized my spine wasn't as sturdy as it once was, it was time for me to step aside. You understand what I'm saying? Because most people talk that stuff, but until them cuffs hit you, and you're on the other side of that table in that interrogation room. You understand what I'm saying? When you're on the other side of that table in that interrogation room, that's when it get real. And then when you're really on the other side of that interrogation table, when you sitting there, and this way it get real with you, a situation happened. Somebody might get hurt during the situation, but you didn't physically hurt them with your physical hands. But you sitting here behind this interrogation chair. What you do, right? You gotta sit firm, because that's the game we play. You might didn't physically make that happen yourself, but you was physically there. So by you being present, you stand firm. You don't say shit. That's part of the game. That's how it goes. And we all live and abide by that. And when that start coming into question, when you start second guessing that, even if you start second guessing if you able to still stand firm without blinking an eye, your eyelash can't flinch. Your nose can't flare up. You can't stop twitching your fingers. Your nerves can't move. They look for all of that. They're trained to look to see if your hair stand up on your fucking neck. They looking for all of that. So if you can't sit there when they tell you XYZ happened, your homeboy told us you did this, he said you did that, we know you did whoop-de-whoop, and you still sit there and look them straight in their face and don't say shit or tell them, man, fuck you, yo, get up out my face. If you not willing to still be able to do that without a question, it's time to step up off of the board. It's that simple. Or don't get involved from the beginning. That's the options that you have. Period. Those are the only options that's respected. Period. Don't get involved from the get-go. And you don't have to make them harsh and tough decisions that's going to follow you for the rest of your life in our community and in this culture that we live and love, and some of us worship what they think. You understand what I'm saying? So that means don't cross that line, and you still can be involved in that community, in this culture, and not being on that other side. Because there's jobs in that field that's required that don't require illegal activities. We don't push them jobs, though. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to make these the agendas we got to start pushing to our young folks. You know what I'm saying? And they won't be in these situations that Cass got himself caught up in right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's sitting up in that 6x9 like, man, now ain't nobody picking up the phone. My girl, she beautiful sitting at home. I don't know if the brother married or not. I got my kids in my life, and now I'm not there. You know, before he was coming home off getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Just coming home, jumping back out there, grabbing a pack, flipping something, might be sticking something up. Still hood shit. You know what I mean? Neighborhood, regular hood, get locked up, come back, cop a bail, go do a year or two, 18 months, come back, regular routine stuff. But this time when he came home, he went on a whole nother level of living. You at Jay-Z luncheons. You eating at Mr. Lee's. You know what I'm saying? You chilling with Ross. You chilling with Tip. You and Jeezy and them falling back. We the best in with Cali. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole different wave this time. And now you back up in there. Yeah, you eating. You on all the spreads, cause you know what I mean. You eat top shelf. Your spread heavy. You got a heavy spread, cause you cats. But it's not Mr. Lee's. It's not flying first class. It's not arguing with the motherfucker at the casino cause I just spent $10,000 up in here. My card, I'm a diamond guest. My room upstairs, first class. This ain't what that is. And now I'm sitting up in here, and these niggas ain't answering. Ain't nobody wrote me. Ain't nobody came to see me. My girl say ain't nobody slid through there and slid her envelope. Ain't nobody checked on my baby. That's when the questions coming at. That's why the streets questioning shit. Anybody heard Cass? You understand? That's when the questions coming at. Some people say, man, that'll make me question it too, because there's some people that ain't sturdy like that. That'll make you, damn, that shit ain't right. Shit, when that nigga was out, he was the breadwinner. They was in Florida with him. They was in ATL with him. They was in Whoop-de-Whoop with him. But everybody know how the game go, right? Especially with this situation. He on fire for going to see somebody. So you know ain't nobody really finna go see him. Because if you go see him, you might not walk up out of there. If you write a letter, they might come kick your door in. So, you know what I mean? People disassociating themselves right now. You know what I mean? For how you carry that though, right? But if if they your real peoples, you gon' get that message sent correctly to the wifey. Let them know we We falling back to make sure, whoop-de-whoop, this ain't happening this way. Ain't no point of all us falling. We gonna make sure this stays secure and keep this moving so we keep everybody good. If the unit is tight, everything is everything. You know what I mean? But that's probably why a brother can be feeling some kind of way if the unit ain't being played tight. That's why where the loyalty at. Show you that, man, they say they're your brothers until real happens. It's very few of us. You understand what I'm saying, man? In these gangs and organizations, it's very few that has something actually to do with that gang or organization go to the depths end with you because of that gang or organization. That's just a fact. You might have one that's going to ride to the end for you just because that's your nigga or that's just your man, that's your bro. But just because it's gang, nah, it's not too many. And I stand firm on that. And I was born and raised GD. But the cats that I know will ride to the end for me ain't got nothing to do with GD. And that's straight up. So, you know what I mean? That's just being real about it. Excuse me. That's just being real. So we need to wake our young folks up, man, and let them know that this gang banging in these streets, this is not where it's at, man. It's not where it's at. This claiming on wax, this claiming on the internet, this banging on the internet. They taking your life away from you. They're using your words against you, so be aware of what you speak. Be aware of what you say, because once you hit send, you can't get it back. You can't get it back. You understand what I'm saying? And once it's shared again, that person shared, then that one shared. You can't get it back, man. So, man, pay attention, people. Pay attention. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I'm going to be giving y'all some more content. We sending prayers out to Cass and his family. Man, everybody stay up. Yak, Chi-Town's finest. We coming at you, peoples, all right? Let's get it. Let's get it. We out.